Hello and welcome to the Pencilpete show here on Cobblers Radio. Let's get straight on with today's news. Today's news begins the appointment of Sam Allardyce as the new manager of West Ham United. Allardyce has beat off some extremely stiff competition from managerial legends such as Paul Merson, former Barnsley manager Simon Davey, Rodney Marsh and Mick Wadsworth. It's believed West Ham were close to appointing Jim Gannon when a slight spelling mistake made them believe his surname was Gammon, and they thought Gammon would be an ideal manager for West Ham. In other news, after Ryan Giggs put a gagging order on the newspapers to stop him revealing his name, Ian Dowie has also gone to the High Court for a gagging order, ordering people not to gag when they see pictures of him. There are now 3 Premiership clubs looking for new managers after Mark Hughes' shock resignation at Fulham and Gerard Houllier stepping down as manager of Aston Villa. They join Chelsea in looking for a new manager, and all 3 of them face a fight to convince Steve Wigley to sign. If they are unsuccessful in convincing Wigley, then other candidates for the jobs could be, for Fulham, former Plymouth manager Paul Mariner. As Mark Hughes has just jumped ship, Paul Mariner seems the ideal choice, as he knows the score when it comes to jumping ship as well. For Aston Villa, Thomas Brolin seems the ideal choice, as Gerard Houllier has stepped down due to poor health, and Thomas Brolin looks the most unhealthy footballer I've ever seen. Chelsea, of course, are looking for somebody who can spend lots of money on a load of meaningless crap and then in a year's time get the sack and accept a huge payoff. So, I'm sure Paris Hilton is sat by the telephone waiting for that call. That was today's news here on Cobblers Radio. And now it's time for this. That's right, it's the show with more ball than bullseye. It's Guess Which One. And once again I'm joined by the one, the only, fresh from China, Juan Hung Lo.
Hi Pencil, how are you doing?
Alright, thank you. You must be chewing at the bit to have another go at this after falling just 1 point short last time.
Yeah, I need a new set of underwear, the others are broke.
Yeah, what's this I heard on Facebook about your picture being removed?
Oh, that's a load of bollocks.
Yeah, so I heard. Okay, on with the game. 3 questions, as you know. Sorry, 2 questions. I can't count either. 2 questions, as you know. All you have to do is guess the answers and see how many points you can score. First question. In an interview lasting just over a minute, how many times did David Beckham go, 1?
Oh, I'll go for about 14.
14. He's an intelligent guy, isn't he? Let's find out.
With the current slump the team is in, how do you hope to help?
Hopefully, just to be part of the team, just to give the guys a little bit of a lift, and hopefully me being back would do that. In the locker room and obviously on the pitch. I'm just looking forward to getting back out on the field. Obviously, show that fighting spirit that we've shown in the first part of the season, because if we want to go all the way this season, like we did last season but further, that fighting spirit has to be there. You don't win anything just lying back and relaxing.
And finally, the question that everyone wants to know, when can we see you back on the pitch?
I'm hoping, fingers crossed, touch wood, hopefully against Cobblers I'll play 15-20 minutes if everything goes according to plan. That's kind of the schedule. The manager, Armando, the doctors have had their schedule, and I'm not sure the doctor's aware that I've said that I want to be playing in that game yet, but we won't tell him till the last minute. So hopefully Columbus, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, we made that 13. So just 1 out 1. So we'll give you 4.5 points for that.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, you know, rules are rules, I'm afraid. Okay, second question. Now, have you ever seen the TV programme Mr. and Mrs.?
Yeah.
Yeah. For anyone that hasn't, all that happens is the husbands go off, they ask the wives a question, and then the husband has to answer the question, they see if they can match it. This is from the American one, and the woman was answered this question.
How many decades will your husband say his mother has lived? Gloria.
10 decades.
10 decades.
Right, so she says that her mother-in-law has lived for 10 decades. 1. How close was the husband to getting it right? Before you answer the question, there is a little trouble with the husband when he reveals this shocking revelation.
Gentlemen, how many decades has your mother lived? Joe, you have a troubled look on your face. What's the matter? Oh, I don't know what a decade is.
So he doesn't actually know what a decade is. So what are we going to say?
Oh.
How close is he to her guess of 10?
I think he's probably gone for about 6.
He's gone for 6.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
44th birthday, so she'd be good. It's 4 years a decade. She'd be 10 decades. 10 decades.
That's right. Somehow he worked out at 4 years a decade, she would be 10 decades and got it spot on.
Oh my god.
So unfortunately, again, you're out, but I'll give you 2 points. That's 6.5 points this week, Juan. Unfortunately, not as good as last week.
So now I've got to go home naked.
You've got to go home naked. Have you not got that elastic band?
No, it snapped.
Ah, well, if we go and see the postman, they normally have a few. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time on Guess. It's time for some music now on Cobblers Radio, and a song which asks the question: has Sydney ever been known as Barry?
Frida and Barry sat one night. The sky was clear, the stars were bright. The wind was soft, the moon was up. Frida drained her cocoa cup. She licked her lips, she felt sublime. She switched off gardener's question time. Barry cringed in fear and dread as Frida grabbed his tie and said, let's do it while the mood is right. I'm feeling appealing, I've really got an appetite. I'm on fire with desire, I can handle half the tenors in a male voice choir. Let's do it tonight. But he said, I can't do it, I don't believe in too much sex. This fashion for passion turns us into nervous wrecks. No derision, my decision, I'd rather watch the spinners on the television. I can't do it tonight. So she said,
It's competition time now on Cobblers Radio, and a chance for you, the listener, to bag yourself a fantastic prize. All this week, Cobblers legend Dezzy has been wearing a leopard skin thong just for all of you. He hasn't had a bath, and he's been scratching his bollocks non-stop. When he can finally prize it off, it's there for the winning. All you have to do is answer the following question. List these orange things in order of preference. An orange, Paul Scholes' head, a glass of orange squash, Dale Winton, a black mobile phone with an orange SIM card. Please put your answers in Hebrew on the back of a toilet roll and put it in a self-addressed envelope, posting it first class special delivery, and good luck everybody. And now it's time for Dear Pencil, where we try and help a listener with some personal problems. Let's set the mood for it. Now, this week's letter starts, Dear Pencil, recently I lost my cherry. Surprisingly, it wasn't with a man, it was with a woman. But ever since the big moment, I've been worried that my performance was not up to scratch. I have no basis for comparison, and I'm worried that I may have flopped. Can you help me, Pencil? The worry is eating away at me, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it again until I know that I don't suck. And that letter has come from Sydney in South Africa. Well, Sydney, a very, very delicate matter. I think you should contact Preston North End Football Club, as they know the score when it comes to a bad performance, and possibly if you speak to them, then you'll never ever worry about a bad performance again. There you go. I hope I was able to help, Sydney. I'm afraid that's all we have time for on the Pencilpete show this week, but if you miss us, you can always contact us at footycobblers.com, where you can talk as much Cobblers as you like for